Okay, so welcome everybody to our online health and wellness event. We're so excited you could all join us tonight, and also those of you that will be watching the recorded. We're glad you could join us. And if anybody just joined, if you hover over your screen, lower left-hand corner, you'll see a microphone and a video. You can feel free to start video so we can see you. It's like being in the Brady Bunch, isn't it? And then you can hit unmute if you want us to be able to hear you. But if you want to remain incognito, that is great as well. So we're just glad that you could join us. My name is Cindy Laser, and I always feel like I'm Julie McCoy, your cruise director. But I just want to welcome you guys tonight. And we know that there's a lot of places you could be on a Thursday night. Or any night for that matter. So we really do appreciate you investing your time to be with us. And I truly believe no one on here is here by accident. You are here for a purpose. And, you know, something made you take notice of one of us that is on here, or a story, or, you know, our journey, and you've decided to check it out. So we're so honored that you have chosen to do that. So I'm going to give you a little bit of, let me do this first. I always forget that I want to share my screen. So hold on. That's not the screen I wanted you to see. Let me try this. Isn't technology beautiful? Okay, so we said welcome. We did that. See, I'm proof that anyone can do something like this, right? Right? So let me tell you guys a little bit about Isagenix. So we actually just celebrated our 15-year anniversary, which is super exciting, I think. We are based in Chandler, Arizona, and in the last 15 years, we have grown globally in just about to be 15 countries. We're getting ready to open up in the UK, which I think is super exciting. And how our company got started, Dr. John Anderson, who is kind of our master formulator of the products, he has formulated over 2,500 different products in his career, which spanned about 30 years. And he worked for companies like GNC, Nature's Way, Metarex, and others. So he really did kind of perfected his process of formulating, but he saved his very best formula for his retirement. And he approached Jim and Kathleen Coover, who were already retired from very successful careers and really had, you know, didn't need to come out of retirement, other than the fact that when they heard his story and, you know, his mission, they were really compelled to bring these products to you and to me. You and I learned how to speak. But anyway, so what I would love to do right now is just show you guys a video. So I'm just going to click on this. It's a short video, but I love it.
It's a short video, but she loves it. Isagenix and taking the time to really understand what it's all about. My name's Mary, and I'm a personal trainer. I'm also a yoga instructor and spinning instructor. Isagenix came into my life about 2 years ago, and I gotta be honest, I did it to prove another trainer wrong. When I heard the word cleanse, it scared me. I think quick fix, and I've valued my position on the fact that quick fixes are not a part of it. It's a lifestyle change, and that's what I endorsed. It was in December, and my family and I were going to the Caribbean for Christmas. Had lost about 6.5 pounds. Didn't expect to do that, but I did. Lost about 6.5 pounds. I felt like I was pretty healthy and about my weight range anyway, but felt darn good in my bikini over the vacation. Came back to work. I've been working now for 2 or 3 weeks, and my clients noticed the difference. And they said to me, hey, I want what you had before Christmas. Whatever you were, I want it. And then that's where the light went out, and I did my homework. What I found out is that Isagenix really addresses 2 major issues that in the fitness industry I had never addressed before, and they are environmental toxicity and nutritional depletion. Basically, we live in a world that's inundated with chemicals, you know, everywhere we look. And for the most part, we can't get away from them. We take them in wherever we are, whether it's commercially grown fruits and vegetables. Did you know that on average, 72 herbicides and pesticides in our fruits and vegetables? Our farm-raised livestock, to get them to the market faster, they're injected with steroids, hormones, and antibiotics to keep them healthy to get them there. It's crazy, and all those things are going into our system. The bottom line is when you're at the age of 6, you have all the fat cells that your body is going to be producing. Okay, but as we introduce these toxins into our system, hormones, antibiotics, you name it, that's coming into the body, the liver produces more fat to protect us from those toxins. So it's a storage area for the toxins. You know, let's just look at the weight loss issue here. For people that are trying to lose weight, here's what they do. They cut calories. And I told them to. Well, here's what's happening. They're cutting calories out of an already nutritionally bankrupt food system. They're cutting that back. The body's already craving more. Then they take even more away from it. The body basically goes into starvation mode. That's why they will drop the weight, but it comes right back on when they reintroduce the food and more, because the body is not getting what it needs. So it's a no-win situation. If you don't get the toxicity out of the body, you're never going to have optimal health, much less lose weight. Here's what Isagenix is basically in a nutshell. We load our body with this optimal nutrition, right? And then we allow the body to do what it naturally does, and that's cleanse. When you get the toxins out, the body can perform to its optimal capacity in everything. Two of the products I want to kind of tell you about are the shakes, Cleanse for Life. The protein in the isolene shakes comes from New Zealand. In New Zealand, you cannot inject your cows with hormones, steroids, or antibiotics. So none of that is in these shakes. They're only grass-fed, and the grass has never been treated. From the milk to the powder form is sent through a fine blister, and it's never heated to a boiling point, unlike the United States, where the FDA requires that any pasteurization of a product like that has to be boiled. Well, when you heat something to a boiling point, you ruin all of the nutrition in it, the vitamins, minerals, and bacteria, right? So they're maintained and sustained in the isolene shakes because of the undenatured process. It's got 23 grams of protein. It's got 18 amino acids, which rebuild our cells. It's got a little bit of sugar in it, the right kind of sugar. It comes from beets, and that's mindful. In order for the nutrition to be delivered to the brain, you want a little bit of sugar in it. It's got the perfect combination of a 40-30-30 makeup, composition 40-30, so 40% carbohydrates, 30% protein, 30% fat, and that keeps you satisfied longer. We have the 80 ionic trace minerals, and you're just not going to find these in not only any other shake up, but any other product. John Anderson, the formulator of Isagenix and all the products, is known as the mineral man, and he's put these minerals in all of the products. Now, why do we need the minerals? The minerals literally provide the pathway to the cell, so it opens up the cell to receive the nutrition. And then the final thing he puts in there is the digestive enzymes. The digestive enzymes deliver the nutrition into the cell. And so it's a complete food, and you feel full. So what you're doing is you're packing maximum nutrition into minimal calories. Okay, so if the goal is weight loss, a person can still lose weight. But the bottom line is everybody needs the nutrition. Weight loss, weight gain, stabilization, whatever it is, it works for everybody. The other item that I want to talk about is the Cleanse for Life. The Cleanse for Life is an aloe vera-based drink. It's only the aloe comes from just the heart of the aloe vera, not the leaves and everything else. It also has all the minerals, so the delivery system is there, and the digestive enzymes as well. So basically, when you drink the Cleanse for Life drink, it's a pathway for the body to allow the toxins to leave the body. The way the system works is you have a shake day, cleanse day. On your shake days, you have 2 shakes, a regular meal, a balanced regular meal, we hope, and then a cleanse day. On that cleanse day, you just drink the Cleanse for Life. You drink it 4 times throughout the day, and you eat these little Scooby snacks, we call them, that keep your blood sugar real level. So every 2 hours, you're putting something into your system so your body is still metabolizing, yet not digesting. So you give your digestion a break, you let the toxins leave your body, and then the next day you fuel up with maximum nutrition again. What we need to remember is there's a lot of other cleanses out there. It may be a liver cleanse, a colon cleanse, a kidney cleanse. The Isagenix cleanse is complete. It works on the cellular level. It's not a cleanse where you're going to need to be close to the bathroom. Okay, so people would come to me and they would say, you know, I want to be the healthiest I've ever been. And I can put them on exercise routines. I can give them what to eat. But here's what it looks like. The overall picture, 20% of overall health you can manage with exercise. So if you exercise 5, 6 days a week, you're getting that 20% in. That other 80% is literally with your diet and rest. And now we have the rest of the equation. It is my final tool for my toolbox in my profession. So I challenge you, do what I did. Prove me wrong. Give it a try. Basically, bottom line is this. If you don't get your health back in 30 days, you get your money back.
This is the most
So I love that video. She does such a great job of kind of explaining the basics of our nutritional cleansing system, which we'll go into a little more detail here shortly. But hope you guys enjoyed that. And I love the fact that we actually have science to back up everything that Mary just talked about on that video. So if you're looking at the screen here, you're going to see, and by the way, if anybody has background noise, you can just hover over your screen and lower left-hand corner, there's a microphone. You can just hit mute. Thank you so much. So this is actually conducted by Dr. Asterio, and you see his little picture right there. This is actually a 12-month study that they did, a scientific study, where they studied a group that was using the Isagenix nutrition versus a group that was using a heart healthy diet, which is what, you know, most doctors encourage heart healthy diet. So when you look at these charts, you're going to see any bar in green represents the Isagenix users, and then the gray lines represent the heart healthy. So what they found was in the first phase, which would be the first 12 weeks. I'm trying to think. These are all like the green. Everybody, pretty much both the Isagenix and the heart healthy kind of had very similar results. So in the first 12 weeks, you see a decrease in body weight. You see a decrease in visceral fat. And what visceral fat is actually, that's the really dangerous fat. That's the fat that gathers around internal organs. So both had decrease in visceral fat, both had a decrease in body fat, and both had an increase in lean body mass. But where it gets really, really astonishing to me is when they kept on 12 months into these lifestyles, you see much different results. So here you see actually Isagenix users maintain their body weight, whereas the heart healthy, like she talks about on the video, start to rebound and gain weight. Visceral fat, Isagenix here, heart healthy diet started to increase visceral fat. This is crazy. Body fat actually decreased a little bit in Isagenix users, where body fat in the heart healthy diet really rebounded. And then look at this. This is crazy too. Lean body mass, which even as we age, you know, we start to lose muscle. So the fact that Isagenix helps actually build your lean muscle is crazy. So look, Isagenix actually is increasing their lean muscle, whereas the heart healthy was decreasing. So I think this is something that is so powerful that, you know, it is scientifically proven that this nutritional system really does work. So this is me. This is so fun to share. Everybody loves to see those pictures of themselves, right? So would it be okay with you guys if I share my story with you?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So the picture of me on the left was about almost, I don't know, 11 months ago. So before Isagenix, I considered myself trying to be a healthy person. That picture was actually taken at a celebration luncheon with my marathon relay. And I did not want to be in a picture. Can anyone relate with that? Like, you don't want to be in pictures. You're always a person hiding in the background. That was me. But they got me on camera, so there I am. But I share that picture to say that picture was taken after I've been training to run in this marathon relay, running 20, 25 miles a week, eating healthy, drinking water, eating my salads, healthy. And at the end of that training period from January to May, I lost 1 pound.
And how's your pain right now?
1 pound. So on top of that, the person in that picture on the left was very withdrawn. I was depressed. I was in physical pain, and just, really not having a great quality of life. The person on the right, that picture was taken this past January. So I've actually been using these products for about 10 months now, and I can't even begin to describe the difference in how I feel. I have better sleep. I have increased energy. Just amazing difference in my health. And I also noticed, for me personally, and we're not allowed to claim that we can cure or prevent any kind of disease, but I did notice for me that I had a lot of joint pain that was starting to creep into my body at 46, however old I was. I'm 47. I have a hard time remembering how old I am. I'm around there. But already had a lot of joint pain creeping in, and that has gone away for me. So, pretty awesome. So I'm going to share some other pictures of before and afters. This is my friend Teresa, and she was already, marathon runner, things like that. But she always shares that she had actually had adopted a vegan lifestyle, and she was actually starting to lose her hair. And you can see on the picture on the right, her hair is actually growing back. So I think that's like a really cool thing, because you know what? We like I said, we don't claim to diagnose or prevent or cure any diseases. This is just food. But when you flood your body with the right nutrition, it's amazing when your body will start to heal itself. This is another friend of mine, Miss Carrie. And you can see too, it's just amazing. She to me looks healthy on the left as well, but I know her personally to know that she feels a whole lot better on the right. And then this is my friend Rachel. I love to share her picture. I just feel like too, it's so powerful when you can even just look at her face. Like on the left, she looks how I felt. That's exactly how I felt. Like just head down, just wanting to fade in the background. But she shares this picture, and I think it is so courageous of her, because she's like, I could not believe, she said, my stretch marks were actually disappearing. Do you notice that in her progression? Like, it's crazy what this nutrition does. And there is a before and after of her in her clothing. So she's such a beautiful person inside and out. And it's not just women, this is men as well. So there's some candy for you for the night. But this is you can see this progression in this guy, and he had to be seriously working it in the gym, but a 16-week progression, that's crazy. And we even have what's called a 100-pound club. There's lots of people that have lost 100 pounds or more. And this is our friend Chip. And she is, she's still on her journey, but she's lost 100 pounds. That is life-changing. Think about the difference in somebody's life when they release 100 pounds. Crazy. So we're going to talk a little bit about the system that Mary kind of talked about in the video. And this is what we like to call the Change Your Life Pack. This is our value pack. I know you guys see me up there, right? People still see me up in the little right, because I might show you some things. Okay, good. So she talked about, really, this is a system of shake days and cleanse days. So a typical week, you're going to have 6 shake days and 1 cleanse day. Okay. And shake days, she talks a lot about that, in the video, so I don't have to recap a whole lot of it, but this is everything that comes in your value pack. And this is the system that I started with and that my husband started with, because again, if you have background noise, you can just hit your little microphone lower left-hand corner and it will mute you out. Because this really has everything in it that will set you up for having the most successful experience. The other reason why I started with this, okay, somebody doesn't have their phone on mute, so if you just hit mute, that would be awesome. But I forgot where I was. Oh, the other reason why I went with this pack is this pack really does give you the biggest savings. So you're getting the biggest discount. That's why they call it the value pack. So you've got everything in here you need for success. So you're starting with your blender. You've got your shakes. You heard her talk about that. So really your day, you're going to kind of start off with your Ionics, which I know Rhonda's on here. That's one of her favorite things.
Love it.
What do you call it?
Happy juice.
And the Ionics actually is, it tastes like an apple, kind of like it's got an apple flavor. We were discussing this earlier that you can even heat it up and it's kind of like an apple pectin tea. But you'll take your Ionics in the morning, and the Ionics has adaptogens in it. And what adaptogens are is they're found in nature, and they help your body actually adapt to stress. So anybody have a stressful life? Any stress in your life? Just a little, okay? We all do. So the adaptogens really help your body literally adapt to stress. It also helps with mental clarity. Anybody have brain fog? Walk in a room and you're like, what the heck did I just come in here for? So your Ionics or Rhonda's Happy Juice really helps with that. So you start your day with that. You're also going to take your vitamins, which you see in this picture here. And I'm going to hold them up. I don't know if you can see them. Got like weird lighting going on. But they actually, what I love about, there's so many things I love about these vitamins, but if you've ever done supplements before, everybody needs supplements. We cannot get everything we need out of the food supply. So if you've ever done supplements before and, you get all your bottles out, then you have to like separate them out into your pill box for the week. You don't have to do that with ours. They are actually already divided in a little AM and a PM pack for you. So it takes the guesswork out of what you take when. But these vitamins are truly pharmaceutical grade vitamins. They have everything in it that you'll need. Our doctors and science have studied and know exactly what you need when. But the most powerful part of these vitamins is something called Product B. So Product B is actually the gentleman that discovered Product B actually won a Nobel Prize for his discovery. And has anybody ever heard of telomeres? I'm going to take silence as no, I have not. So telomeres are actually the little end caps on your DNA in all of our cells. So we all have telomeres, but our telomeres do not regenerate. So as we age, they start to, think about like a shoelace and the little end caps on a shoelace. When they start to wear out, like your telomeres will start to wear out like those end caps on your shoelace, and it just causes like a lengthening of your DNA. And what that does to you in your body is that's when you start to see the effects of aging and the signs of aging. So what Product B actually does is help repair your telomeres. So you're really going to start to hear, I think, a lot more. So there's a lot more science coming out about telomeres. So important to good health and healthy aging. Those are in that vitamin, and those Product B is exclusive to Isagenix. So you're going to take your vitamins. You're going to have your shake. She talked about how incredible our shakes are, and my fellow users, product users on here, if you want to unmute, are our shakes good? Do they taste good?
They're awesome.
If I have heard this once, I've heard it, I don't even know 1,000 times, that you will crave your shakes. That's how good they are, and they are good for you, but they are so good you will crave. And one thing Mary didn't talk about in there, so you're going to have a shake for breakfast, and then you're going to actually have a snack mid-morning, because it's very good for your body and your metabolism to eat several times a day. So you're going to eat a snack, and we coach you on what a healthy snack looks like. You're going to eat that mid-morning, and then come lunchtime, you're going to have another shake or a bar, which you see here, we have a box of bars, and our bars also are a complete meal, just like the shakes. Those are great if you're on the go and you're not able to make a shake, or if, You can also cut them in half and use half a bar as a snack. We have them in all kind of flavors. So, if you have a favorite candy bar, I bet we have one that will match it, and they are delicious. The bars are amazing.
They really are amazing.
Yeah.
One tip that I learned this week was that people take different flavors and cut them up and put them into little snack size baggies. So you get of multiple different kinds. So that's what I did tonight.
Very good idea. So you're not tempted to eat the whole thing.
Right.
Okay. So I can hear somebody talking in the background. So if you would just kindly mute your line, that would be awesome. Okay, so lunch, shake or a bar, and then afternoon you're going to have another healthy snack. And then at night or once a day, you're going to have what we call your knife and fork meal. That is where we hope that you'll eat, a healthy meal, and we coach you again on what that looks like. And then at night, you're going to take this little ditty right here, which is called your Isoflush. And that has a lot of great nutrients in it, but one in particular is magnesium, and a lot of people are magnesium deficient, and magnesium does amazing things for your digestive system, your body. It will help you sleep better, and it really is like a wonderful, wonderful thing. So that really is what your shake days look like. So that's really 6 days of your week. And then your cleanse day, she talks about you're going to have your cleanse for life. You're going to eat, she calls them the Scooby snacks. You're going to eat those several times in your cleanse day as well. And then you're going to get these. She didn't talk about these. These are our best friend on cleanse days, right? These are our Isodelights. They are chocolate. They're real chocolate made in a Belgian chocolate factory. They are infused. I call them smart chocolate though. They're infused with green tea and amino acids, and they are seriously delicious. Am I right, ladies? Like, they are good. They're real chocolate. You're going to eat these and be like, I think I'm cheating. I really don't think I'm supposed to have something this good. They're really, really good. So we have a saying that says, friends don't let friends cleanse without Isodelights, because they really are looked forward to on those days. But you can really have them anytime. Like if you ever just need like a sweet fix, they're great for that as well. So that really is our nutritional cleansing system. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. And just so you know, she talked about this at the end of the video, that one thing that I think is so reassuring with this system and this nutrition is that if you don't get your health back, you will get your money back. We have a 30-day money back guarantee. So it really, to me, takes the fear out of trying this. Like, has anybody else out there feel like you've tried everything? Because that was me. Like, I feel like I've tried every diet under the sun. This is not a diet, by the way. This is not a quick fix. It is a lifestyle. But if you use these products, they will truly change your body from the inside out. And if they don't, you get your money back. So, what do you have to lose? So I love to share this with everybody. It's something that we call you share, they share, repeat. Because how many of you ever go to a restaurant that you just love and then you can't help but start to tell your friends about it? Or, I don't know, anything, like a makeup that you find that you love, or, a movie that you see that you love, you start to share it. So it's really kind of the same with Isagenix, is you're going to eat it, you're going to love it, and then you're going to share it. And then when you share, I'm just going to kind of walk through what's going to happen. So here's generally what we find happens. So here's you, and I'll kind of use myself in the example. You're going to decide that you want to get happy and healthy, right? So one of two things is going to happen. Either your friends and family are going to be like, well, you're not getting happy and healthy without me. I'm doing this with you. Or they're going to start watching you after you start putting nutrition in your body, and they're going to be like, I want what you have. And they're going to come after you because they're going to want it. So it's truly just natural. So I'm just going to use me as an example. So when I started, here I am. And then I had my friend Dawn, who decided she wanted to get happy and healthy as well. So she started using Isagenix. And then I have my friend Debbie, who also decided she wanted to get happy and healthy. And what happens when you share this amazing nutrition and lifestyle is Isagenix, they do not pay marketing expenses or advertising expenses, or they don't pay to be stocked on some store shelves. They really believe in giving that back to the customer. So when you naturally share this with your friends and your family, with just 2 people, they're going to give you, if you get them started with a value pack that we just talked about, Isagenix is going to gift you $80 cash. Who does not love cash? I do. So when Dawn enrolled, we get an $80 bonus for that. When your other friend enrolls, you also get $80 for that as well as a thank you. That's just Isagenix telling you thank you for sharing the Isa love. And then when that happens in the same calendar week, which our weeks run Monday to Sunday, are you ready for this? Isagenix will actually double that. So they're going to actually give you 160 and 160. And guess what else? More cash coming your way. They're going to give you a bonus for sharing with those 2 friends. That's what we call a rank advancement bonus. So right now, you're going to have $370 in your pocket just for sharing something that is changing your life as well. And then this is the other really cool thing, is generally what happens then is they're going to share with 2 people too, because you cannot keep this to yourself. Seriously, it's so good. You're going to feel so good. You're not going to be able to. So when they go out and do the same and just share with 2 friends that want to get happy and healthy, they are also going to get this $370 thank you bonus as well. So both Dawn and Debbie get that $370 bonus. And then, cool thing, Isagenix now gives you, for them sharing with others, you're going to get another $100 bonus for each. So now you're up to $570. Is this crazy? Who does not love getting gifted money, right? They're also going to give you another bonus for what we call a rank advancement. So now you're at $820 in cash. That means free groceries. So the pack that we just shared with you, the value pack, is $559. So when you get started with that pack, that is a lot of the product that you need for a 30-day supply and a whole lot more. There's a lot of products in there that are going to last you a lot longer than a month. So people think, oh my goodness, is it going to cost me that amount every month? No, it is not. Generally, when you go to reorder in your second month, depending on what you're reordering, and we help you with that, we just help you decide, what are you low on? What do you need to replace? You're probably looking maybe around $200 to $300 for that second month. So really, if you look right here, you've got enough to really pay for your premium groceries for a couple months. So I think that is a really awesome thing that Isagenix does. And I really, truly believe this. The box that will show up on your door is the box of happy that truly will change your life. It has changed not just my life, but so many. A lot of you are on here with us tonight. And,
First workout, Cindy, by lugging that thing in the house, because it's darn heavy.
It's heavy, but it's all good.
It is good.
That's right. You want to get you pumping right from the beginning.
That's right from the beginning.
So summer is coming, short season, swimsuit season, all that wonderful stuff is coming. So we are really excited to share with all of you that we're offering free enrollment this week. So you can save the most money on your packs when you enroll. And that enrollment fee is like when you go to Sam's Club and you pay an enrollment fee at Sam's Club to get wholesale pricing. That's exactly how it works with Isagenix as well. But this week we are waiving that enrollment fee. So your value pack will be an additional $29 off. And that is through this Sunday. So very awesome and exciting to share that with all of you. And I love this. If you're on here tonight and you're just like, oh man, something's got to change. If you change nothing, nothing will change. Sometimes, you just have to take a leap of faith and, just try it. So I'm going to flip back. Hold on. There we all are. Hi. We're all back. So I will just kind of, if you're on and you want to unmute your line, if you have any questions you might like to ask, we'll certainly be happy to answer any questions. or if anybody wants to share anything that maybe I missed or that you just feel in your heart you want to share. No, they're like, nope, not talking. Well,
We did our Facebook Lives. We're done.
you've introduced this week.
Tapped out for the week. You should have done it next week.
All right. Well, I really appreciate everybody that took the time to be on tonight, as well as those of you that might be listening into the recording. And again, that offer runs through this Sunday. So, if you're watching this or you're on, just, get with the person that invited you. We're happy to answer any other questions that you might have. And we so appreciate you taking the time to be with us tonight. And I hope you guys have a great night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
All right. Have a great night.
Night.